What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Coaster Squabble. Today, we are doing the least popular segment, but the most fun to create. We are doing blind rankings. A grand total of 200 views in the first two episodes combined, but that doesn't matter because it's my favorite to make. So, once again, welcome our special guest. That's going to be the guest 90% of the time, Charlie Moretta. Charlie, how are we doing today?
Good. How are you, Kevin? Or
I'm
Coaster
doing
Squabble?
great. So, for those of you who are unfamiliar, we got 10 empty slots. Charlie has selected 10 roller coasters I've been on, and I don't know what's coming next. So, Charlie, why don't you kick us off with our first roller coaster on our list?
All right, here we go. To kick off our list today, Kevin, we have
Mhm.
Demon at Six Flags Great America.
Demon. I love Demon. Demon. I got a soft spot
Classic.
for Demon. It is a classic. I don't know how you are going to configure this list.
Yeah, where am I gonna go? We
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I don't
If
know.
you go awful coasters, then I'm gonna have trouble fitting them under Demon. But if you go really good coasters, then I don't want any of them over Demon or
This
under.
might be
I
the
don't know.
best
Whatever.
coaster you see. This might be the middle coaster you see. This might be the worst coaster you see.
That is true. You know what? Part of me wants to put it at 3, but Demon it can still swing either way. So I'm gonna throw it at 6.
Okay. I mean, you can justify Demon going high or low
Yeah,
because
I mean, yeah, exactly.
it's always gonna be the same. It's always gonna be awesome. Like you're gonna enjoy every time you ride it. So
But then again, like it does have its limit. Like a good ride on Demon is not as good as a bad ride on Raging Bull. So the
right.
it's a very swing coaster. I could put it anywhere I want it, and I can justify a case for it.
The second coaster we have today, Kevin, is Valraven at Cedar Point.
Valraven,
See, this one I like this one a lot.
you like?
Personally,
I know you like Valraven,
personally, I
and
like Valorant a lot.
I'm not a big fan. I
You're
mean,
not a
I
big
think
fan.
I think their vest restraints, like you can only do it in the front row because
You
if you're in the
can't.
back row, you don't even get hung over the drop, and like everything else is just kind of like a worse wing coaster. So you know what?
Terrible take.
I really don't like Valraven that much.
Terrible take.
I'm gonna throw it in the 8. I think I'm not a big Valraven guy.
In the eight. Wow,
In
that's
the
like
8. I know it's
that's
bad. It's
crazy
bad.
low.
It's bad. It is crazy low.
Bold, bold. All right, but you're making a
It is
statement,
bold.
and I love it. Okay, for our
Mhm.
third coaster we have today, Kevin, is Firebird at Six Flags America.
Oh, that one's brutal too. You're starting off this list hot, Charlie. I'll tell you that. You know what? If this list is just full of bad coasters, I'm okay with that because then Valraven's already kind of a boring coaster, but Firebird, it's going into 10. It is absolutely brutal. I don't care what else. I don't care what else you give me. Firebird is just rough. It's uncomfortable, and it used to be Iron Wolf. If you didn't know, Charlie, it was Iron Wolf at Six Flags, and then they moved it to a different Six Flags where it became Apocalypse, and then they took out the stand-up trains and they made it a floorless coaster like Rougarou. So
Okay,
now it's just a very rough floorless coaster with not a lot of redeeming qualities. No good vibes with Firebird. I'm throwing it in the 10, and I don't really care what you give me if anything's worse because I'll still make a case for how Firebird's the worst.
I respect it. I respect it. Yeah, it just sounds like a leftover coaster. Like, just
Hmm.
does not sound fun.
Yep.
Okay, all right. So our fourth coaster we have today, Kevin, is Trailblazer at Hershey Park.
Oh, you are starting cold, Charlie. This is real cold. Trailblazer ain't that bad. It ain't that good either. It's kind of just boring, meandering around. But screw the long game. I'm putting it in the 9. I'm
So that's your.
So I got 1 through 5 and 7. I'm hoping for some good coasters, and if you don't give me one, I'll still make my case. But Trailblazer is too boring to get any higher. That I can't put it above Valraven.
Yeah, I can't say
I
anything
am
about it because I have not been
I
on
am
one.
glad that I put Valraven in the 8 though, because if I put that too high, then I don't know. I let's see what Chef Charlie's cooking up because I'm not feeling too good after the first 4 coasters.
Chef Charles has for you in the 5 spot or for the fifth coaster, Afterburn at Carowinds.
Afterburn, that's a pretty good ride. It is one of my favorites. I think it's made my top 30. I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to check my list, but it's definitely one of my favorite inverts. But inverts aren't really they aren't my favorite type of coaster. I like Gigas and Hypers a little bit better. But considering the awful coasters you've given me so far, I have a feeling that you're not really going to give me as many good ones. So
My tendencies.
Even
What are the
even if
spidey
even if you
senses?
even if you give me good coasters, I'll respect it. But I'm gonna put Afterburn at a respectable number 2 spot.
I respect it. I like it. We'll see. Who knows what we have next? I don't
Who
know.
knows?
Except for
I
the
don't know either.
six, which is Roar at Six Flags America.
Roars, it's a respectable ride. It's nothing crazy. It's
Nothing's really splashing right now, Kev.
nothing's that. I don't. I mean, these are all just kind of mid rides. Like, there's nothing awful except the Firebird. I can't stand Firebird, but
Roar,
Roar,
yeah.
I'm gonna put a respectable 5 spot. It is a
Respectable
solid.
five.
It is a solid wooden coaster, and I've only been on it. I think I've been on it twice. I haven't been in 4 years, but it is better than Demon. But I'm not. I think there's definitely gonna be better coasters than that. And if there aren't, they aren't really gonna be that much worse than Roar because Roar is just a boring coaster.
Valraven's better. It is.
I don't know.
Okay. Seventh coaster we have today, Thunderhawk at Michigan's Adventure.
Thunderhawk. Not gonna lie, it's a pretty brutal ride. But like I said, I can make my case. I'm gonna throw it at the 7.
Okay. So that takes out your whole bottom,
Whole
like
bottom. I'm at 1, 3, and
5
4.
through 10. Okay.
Okay, see now here's the thing with Thunderhawk. Okay, is it better than Valraven? No. Is it better than Trailblazer and Firebird? Not really. Actually, I take it over
Demon?
Firebird, but
Oh no, you didn't put it high.
it's worse than Demon. It's worse than Demon.
It is worse than Demon.
It is rough, but it is intense, and it does whip you around pretty good. And if you got a pain tolerance and you know how to ride defensively, it's not that bad. So
Ride defensively well.
yeah, I mean, you just got to make sure, like, you got to tense up a little bit and make sure that your head's not banging around everywhere because it is definitely rough, but respectable 7.
For the eighth coaster we have today is Blazing Fury at Dollywood. So
Blazing
did you just go on this
Fury.
one?
I did just go on this one. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie, that one's pretty brutal as well. But like I've been making my case, the difference between Firebird and Blazing Fury is not that bad. Now, granted, Valraven, Demon, Roar, yeah, they're all better, but respectable 4 for Blazing Fury.
Respectable 4. Another
Everything's respectable because, to be fair, Blazing Fury is just boring. The theming's okay, but it's not awful. Blazing Fury, if I had unlimited spots, I'd stick it just under Valraven. Like I would put it in the 8 spot, but I mean, having it as my 4 out of this list is not that bad.
All right. Now here's where we have to make some judgments,
Yes.
Kevin.
Because
we have your 1 and 3 left. Okay.
I do. Yes, that's what we have left.
And from what you know, my tendencies, you haven't gotten really good coasters so far.
No, I've not. I'd say I haven't gotten any coasters in my top 25, which is
no, which is brutal. So think long and hard about this next one I'm going to give you, Kevin.
Because I think it's going to be brutal as well. I think Afterburn's the best coaster you've given me today. but well, I'll swallow the tough pill and I'll take it. But like, give it to me, Charlie. Rip off the Band-Aid.
Blue Streak at Cedar Point.
You know what? That's actually not that bad because in reality, I'd take it over Roar. I would. The real question is, does it go in the 1? It is a really good ride, and I do remember riding it with you is really fun too on our summer trip in 2021. Is it better than Afterburn? No, it's not. I'll just say that right up front. But whatever you give me, it can't be that much worse than Blue Streak. I don't think it can. And I
don't know.
No, you know you're not gonna give me a good coaster. I'm throwing Blue Streak as the GOAT. Blue Streak is number
1. Let's go. I mean, I love Blue Streak.
I do. It is a good ride. It is one of 2 I would consider good rides on this list. Actually, Demon's good too. Demon and Roar are these are all just mid coasters.
There's
none that's really
I love
bad.
Blue Streak. It's just
Blue Streak,
a classic.
yeah.
It's like Demon.
Okay. And finally out the list at our number 3 spot, Charlie. What do we have?
Sprocket Rockets. Bang!
I did make the right choice. So we got Sprocket Rockets. Let me just write it down to make it official.
I did not lie. Here we go. List all written down. Nothing changed.
Yep. All right. So my list is
Sorry,
bad,
man.
but it's not that bad. I mean,
It's
it's
not as
not
bad
that.
as mine. You
No,
definitely
it's
screwed me over much more.
yeah. I could make a case for Sprocket Rockets being the third best coaster on this list.
But
It wouldn't be a good case. It wouldn't
yeah,
be
I mean, this is
the
it's a 10 spot blind ranking. Like it's not gonna be perfect. And so like
that is true. Anyways, let us know what you guys got down below. If you guys played along like the 10 of you might have, then I'd love to
not
hear what you
even.
guys got. Maybe we'll see. It might be 10. But also, if you like this series, make sure to show us some support because if
This
we
is the
don't get
most fun
some
to make.
if we don't get some
Please,
support
please like this one.
if we don't get some support soon, this might become extinct. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
might become extinct. You don't want me to leave.
No, that is true. Yeah, that is true. No, but in all seriousness, we do like making these videos, and although my list it's not perfect, but I'm it's a respectable list. It is
Every spot has its respectable position. Yeah, every coaster has its spot. So
There we go. All right, so if you guys made it this far in the video, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.